was an age of extraordinary ambition. It produced some of the most spectacular buildings ever conceived.
Secrets of the Pyramids.
Remarkable pharaoh who ever sat on the throne of Egypt. He blazes the trail. He's the pioneer of monumental building.
Khafre came to the throne some 50 years after Joseph.
Egyptian pharaohs. I'm going to read something from the Book of the Dead now.
Three pyramids.
He was greedy. Or prolific. What's this? It's a Toyota. Oh no, it's a Jeep.
Historical architect Jonathan Foyer is investigating three very different designs.
Indiana
The first to be
Jones.
built is at Meidum.
Oh yes, I know this one. I was there many thousands of years ago.
Meidum's really interesting. It seems to be sitting at something of a transition because it takes the step pyramid prototype, but really inflates the scale. This is a more massive building. You can see direct comparison.
I see. Bit of structural engineering. Bit of Hiram Abiff.
Creature had been built. Then they seem to come back and put on an outer.
Don't make me tell you about Boaz.
Really want to put flat sides on it, although it's not yet constructed from scratch.
Look at that masonry. Look at that
And you can see where that
fine bit of masonry. Folks, did you know that my father, God rest his soul, was a structural engineer?
The step pyramid was on a much larger scale.
Yes, that's right. My father was a structural engineer.
Collapsed. It once rose over 300 feet.
I said he was a structural engineer. My daddy.
This clearly wasn't enough.
And I became
You started again.
a vagabond, you know,
The first pyramid
a troubadour, a traveling player, an actor thespian thing.
called Bent Pyramid is located 25 miles north.
No, not a lesbian, a thespian. I've had enough of lesbians for the time being.
Pyramid is pretty obvious why it gets its name.
No, the lipstick kind.
Side has
Get your balls all blown up and leave you all hanging in the wind.
Makes you wonder why, because it was obvious.
Well, you know, a bit of that girl-on-girl action.
First true pyramid.
Can find it quite,
Equal.
I don't know, quite erotic.
Thing is, it starts off pretty steep.
Look at
over
this.
50 degrees.
Enough of that.
Check
Check out the pyramid.
The Great Pyramid itself.
Look at that. I've got to stop saying look at that. But let me just say this instead. Look at that.
Technical problem that happened halfway up.
Technical problem.
Second pitch.
You see, they didn't do their geometry.
33-degree pitch to
Yes.
cap it off.
Pitch the angle.
A giant mistake and waste of energy. Did Sneffers build this thing right? Let's just
Oh, Fred, you fucked up, mate. You didn't use your plumb line there.
I like the idea that the bent pyramid probably was intended to be a normal true pyramid.
And he fucked it up.
The kind of prototype model, and then perhaps, to me, the idea that there was a problem with foundations or with the cracks developing. This is what led to the design change.
Bloody Egyptians, eh?
believes this pyramid shape is the product of over-ambition on the part of the builders.
Oh, here we go.
They knew they couldn't complete the construction plan, and so they literally
Took a
changed
shortcut.
direction.
Naughty boys.
Never varied by a fraction of an inch.
Hey, look, there's my house.
Its east and west sides are aligned to within 1/20th of a degree.
Of course.
To true north.
Yep. Look, there's my house. Great Pyramid of
This was all
Giza.
achieved with the simplest tools. It does seem ridiculous that the dawn of masonry construction there is its apparent perfection.
Masonry.
But beneath this outward display, there
Yeah.
are still reminders the pyramid was built by hand. When you get under the skin, because all the facing stone, the perfect white slopes have been taken away, what we're looking at is the core stone that's behind it. You do actually see the human side. There are real people here after all. Underneath the perfection are
What, you mean they didn't come from space?
blocks.
Oh, that's a
They
shame.
are all irregular. They're not modular at all. They're irregular. They're slopping in place.
Although we're all from
They can
space, if you believe what cosmologists say.
There is imperfection under the skin.
Children of Stardust.
But it takes nothing away from the incredible achievement. See there. The names of Khufu, Snefru, and Joseph will be remembered for as long as their pyramids stand.